Hey, what's going on? My name is Christine. If you didn't know, I'm one of the owners of Evolve Athletics, and in this video, we are going to break down one simple thing that you can do for meal prep. Now, if you do this, we guarantee what's going to happen is you are going to start laying the building blocks to having sustainable habits when it comes to health and fitness. Now, we stole this idea from our nutrition coach, Haley, and all it is just prepping one thing this week, and it's just protein. A lot of times what we've noticed in the past decade that we've been working with clients is they'll be perfect at first, they'll meal prep all the things, and then eventually they'll fall off and they will feel like reaching their goals is so hard. And the reason why is because you're setting the bar way too high and you tap into an all or nothing mentality, and it's just so hard to achieve perfection. So what if you tapped out of that place and you just developed one little habit, and it's just prepping protein, learning what it is, how to prep it, how much of it you need, which will go in this video, and I'll try making it really short and simple. But let's talk about why protein is so important first before we get into what to prep and how to prep it. So reason number one that protein is so powerful is because it has a satiating effect. Now, if you have fat loss goals, you know that you need to be in a calorie deficit for those goals. Now, the worst thing to feel while you're in a calorie deficit for your fat loss goals is to feel hungry. Protein and fiber, by the way, stunts that, making you feel fuller for longer, which is a great fat loss strategy if you are trying to achieve fat loss, which is just not feeling hungry. So that means you need to eat more protein. Reason number two, protein is what is needed to help you build muscle in conjunction with your strength training program. If you aren't consuming enough protein, you're probably not going to build muscle at the rate that you want to. Why should you build muscle? One, it's going to give you a leaner body composition, and two, it's going to spike your metabolism. When you build muscle, your body actually has to burn more calories throughout the day to maintain that new muscle mass. So you need to strength train, but you also need to eat more protein. Number three, protein has the highest thermic effect of food. All this means out of protein, carbs, and fats, when you eat protein, your body actually has to burn more calories to digest that protein, which is a spike in your metabolism. So all in all, protein is king, and you need to consume more of it, which is why we're going to talk about how to prep it and simplify this whole meal prep series. So all we're trying to do here is we're just trying to simplify this and lay the foundation to you becoming a healthier person, which only happens as a natural byproduct of you actually learning sustainable habits. And the simplest way to do that is just tackle with one simple new habit, which is just prepping protein for the week. So let's go ahead and talk about how to know how much protein you do need to have for the week. Now, as far as what protein sources are, I'm going to go ahead and put it right here on the screen. Basically, all you have to think of is all animal sources, whether it's beef, poultry, chicken, seafood, eggs. If it was once alive, had organs, eyes, is now dead, it's highest in protein. So let's talk about how much you need to buy from the grocery store. So first off, just know that when you see 1 pound of ground beef, well, 1 pound equals 16 ounces. So just remember, 1 pound equals 16 ounces. Now, let's say we're only having protein just for your lunches Monday through Friday. That's 5 lunches right there. Well, I'm gonna recommend that you aim for 6 to 8 ounces per meal. So let's say you have 8 ounces of protein, like that's what you're aiming for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, each meal. So what you're gonna do is take 8 ounces and you're gonna multiply that by 5 days, which gives you 40 ounces. Now, if you take 40 ounces and divide that by the pound, which is 16 ounces, that's gonna give you 2.5 pounds that you need to purchase from the grocery store. Now, I don't really care what types of proteins that you chose, but for today's video, I chose 1 pound of shrimp, 1 pound of ground beef, and 8 ounces of salmon to give me 2.5 pounds, which means 8 ounces of protein for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So with that said, let's get cooking. For my seasonings, with the ground beef, I'm gonna be using garlic powder, cumin, and minced onion. This is my favorite way to do it. For my seafood, for my salmon, and my shrimp, I'm going to be adding butter to the skillet, sea salt, garlic powder, and if you want to really spice it up, I would add parsley and lemon juice. First things first, we're going to preheat our skillets. Okay, so now that these are smoking, we're going to turn it down to medium. Then we are going to, for the ground beef skillet, we're going to spray. Then we're going to add our ground beef, and we're going to season with sea salt, minced onion, garlic powder, and cumin. Next, for the other skillet, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter. We're going to add our shrimp as well as our salmon. We're going to set the time for 3 minutes because it only is 3 minutes each side for the seafood. Then we're going to season it with sea salt and garlic powder. And then after that, we're going to let it sit, and we're going to ground up our beef until it's brown all over. So my proteins are cooking. By the way, this all is going to take me about 5 minutes of prep, and I'm done for my lunch proteins for the week. Before I flip, I'm going to add some lemon juice to my shrimp, and then I'm going to flip it on the other side. I'm going to flip the salmon, and we're going to set the timer for another 3 minutes. There you have it. You have your 2.5 pounds of protein, which is 8 ounces for 5 lunches for the week. If you want to find out how you can make this into a really quick meal, it's pretty simple. Microwave, pre-chopped veggies, or chop them up in like 30 seconds, slice up some avocado, and add this bad boy, liquid amino soy sauce, to your rice. You have a banging meal. Done in like 2 minutes. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to see more of this, go ahead and comment down below what you'd like to see.